Overlooking the Atlantic Ocean, Dunmere Cottage is an American castle. Robert Graham Dunn of Dun & Bradstreet built this vacation home in 1883 to entertain prominent Americans from the Vanderbilts to the President. Today, this exquisite property is on the National Historic Register. The castle's current owners, the O'Neills, invited us in.
We used to drive by this house when we first moved here in the early 70s, and I would look at the house and I would say, oh, I would love to see the inside of it. And we went to see it, and I mean, it was just love at first sight.
When we purchased it, to characterize it accurately and succinctly, it was a wreck. Well, two things were appealing. First of all is that the Atlantic Ocean was right in front of us, but secondly is that the structure itself was so unique. The dilemma with contemporary architecture is that there are less and less special or unique parts to it. The fact that it was constructed of stone, the windows had colored bullseyes, colored glass, the fact that the front entranceway was arched, all of those architectural details were just so appealing to us. In spite of the fact that our neighbor from whom we bought the property, his recommendation was we should knock it down and just build a new house. We were thrilled to have something just so unique.
Our house is on the National Register of Historic Places, and it actually is unique because of R.G. Dunn of Dun & Bradstreet, and he built the estate, developed the whole estate. So it was what was integral to the history of Narragansett at that time. Oh, it's just been a special house. We've had some great parties here. One night we did the Oscars, so we rolled out red satin right out the front door. Our son loved it, playing in the turrets, taking kids up the steps to the top of the tower. It's a good party house. And we know every time we have any party and there's someone who hasn't been here before, I'm the tour guide. As you know, the tower was built first. It was a windmill. It started in 1893, and it pumped the water for the entire estate.
The uppermost part of it, there were no windows, and it was open to the elements. We obviously closed them in for purposes of being able to enjoy the viewscape.
And it has a beautiful oriel window here. And then you go up to the tower, and you can see exactly where the tower stops and the house starts. Well, the landscape, you go from the ocean, there's a pond there, over the bridge, which is now stone. Then you go over to the gazebo, and you can walk around this gazebo, and every year we have an annual. We have our pictures taken in front of the gazebo. When our daughter was married here, we had the whole wedding reception out there, and all the pictures were taken in front of the gazebo, so that's very important to us. Oh, I might start crying. I mean, it would be hard to tear this house down. And I think people truly, truly love it, and that's probably why it's still here.